Most people think they already know Prince Louis, the playful royal who makes everyone smile during public appearances. But what if those brief moments have been hiding a much bigger story? That's the question many people began asking after Princess Catherine shared new details about Prince Louis's private journey. Not because she revealed a royal secret, but because her words offered a rare glimpse into the life the public almost never gets to see. For years, William and Catherine have worked hard to protect their children's privacy, which is exactly why this latest revelation caught so many people by surprise. It wasn't about a headline. It wasn't about a royal event. It was about understanding Prince Louis in a completely different way. So, what did Princess Catherine reveal? And why are so many people saying this changes how they see the youngest Wales child? The answer is far more meaningful than most people expected. To understand why Princess Catherine's words attracted so much attention, we first have to remember one thing. The public only sees a very small part of Prince Louis's life. Most people know him from the moments that go viral, the funny expressions, the playful smiles, the cheerful personality that often steals the spotlight during royal events. But those few public appearances are only a tiny part of who he is. Away from the cameras, Prince William and Princess Catherine have always worked to give all three of their children a childhood that feels as normal as possible. School, family time, simple moments together. It's a choice they've made from the very beginning. Which is why Catherine rarely speaks in detail about her children's private lives. So when she recently shared new insight into Prince Louis's personal journey, people immediately paid attention. Not because the story was dramatic, but because it revealed a side of Louis that the public almost never gets to see. Suddenly, many people realized there is far more to the young prince than the playful moments captured on camera. And that raised another question. What exactly has Princess Catherine been quietly helping Prince Louis prepare for behind the scenes? As more people discussed Catherine's comments, one thing became clear. This wasn't about announcing a major royal event. It was about sharing a small but meaningful glimpse into Prince Louis's life as he grows up. Like any young child, Louis is learning, changing, and discovering who he is. But unlike most children, he is doing all of this while growing up in one of the world's most closely watched families. Every smile, every appearance. Even the smallest moment can become a headline. That's why William and Catherine have always tried to keep a careful balance. They understand that one day Prince Louis will have an important place within the royal family, but they also want him to enjoy the freedom of simply being a child for as long as possible. Many people believe that's exactly what Catherine was trying to highlight. Not a royal title, not a future role, but the quiet journey of helping her youngest son grow with confidence, kindness, and strong family values. And perhaps that's why her words connected with so many parents, because beneath the royal titles, they reflected something every family understands. Watching a child slowly grow into the person they're meant to become. But while many people focused on Catherine's heartfelt message, others began asking a different question. Why did she choose to speak about Prince Louis now? For many royal watchers, the timing felt just as interesting as the message itself. That question has become one of the most talked about parts of this story. Why did Princess Catherine choose to speak about Prince Louis now? The answer may be simpler than many people expected. As Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis grow older, the public naturally becomes more interested in the lives they're building beyond royal events. Each new appearance shows a little more confidence, a little more personality, and a little more of the people they're becoming. Catherine's recent comments gave the public another small glimpse into that journey. Not to create headlines, but to remind people that behind every royal title, there is still a young family trying to raise their children with love, stability, and as much normality as possible. That's a balance William and Catherine have spoken about for years, preparing their children for the responsibilities that may come one day, while making sure those responsibilities don't define their childhood today. Perhaps that's why Catherine's words resonated with so many people. Parents saw a mother speaking proudly about her son. Royal supporters saw another sign of the family's thoughtful approach to raising the next generation. And others simply appreciated seeing a more personal side of a family that usually keeps those moments private. In the end, the biggest revelation wasn't a hidden royal secret. It was something much more relatable. A mother sharing a small chapter of her son's journey, and sometimes those quiet moments leave the biggest impression. But that also raises one final question. What does Prince Louis's private journey tell us about the future of the royal family, and why are so many people paying closer attention to him than ever before? In the end, this story isn't really about one comment from Princess Catherine. It's about what that comment represents. For years, Prince Louis has been known as the cheerful young royal who brings smiles to public events. But as he grows older, people are beginning to see something more. They're watching a young boy gradually finding his own place within a family that carries extraordinary responsibilities. That journey doesn't happen overnight. It happens through small moments, quiet lessons, family support, and the guidance of parents who understand the unique challenges their children will one day face. Prince William and Princess Catherine have often shown that their first priority is giving George, Charlotte, and Louis the chance to enjoy a happy childhood before royal duties become a larger part of their lives. Perhaps that's why Catherine's words resonated with so many people. They weren't about royal tradition. They weren't about future titles. They were about watching a child grow with confidence, kindness, and the freedom to simply be himself. And maybe that's the biggest takeaway from this story. The public may see Prince Louis for only a few moments each year, but behind those brief appearances is a childhood carefully protected by two parents determined to put family first. As Louis continues to grow, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. The world won't just be watching the prince he becomes. It will also remember the childhood that helped shape him. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more fact-based royal family updates, and let us know in the comments. What do you think is the most important lesson Prince Louis will learn from William and Catherine as he grows up?